Hi, I'm Tom Jacques from Man Meat Stove. Today we're going to make some gravy. Why? Because before we don't have gravy, and when we're done, we'll have gravy. Now, much like learning to make bacon for yourself, there's a danger here because gravy is actually not that hard to make, but it is somewhat fattening. But that's okay because you won't do this every day and have it on all your foods. Certainly not. Okay, so we have some cooked sausage, some melted butter, some milk. Well, let's be clear. There's a little milk in there, mostly that's cream, and about a quarter cup of flour, that's a stick of butter, salt and pepper, some bread to taste it on later. I think that'll be what we need to get started. The one thing we do need, we don't condone a lot of tools that are for a specific task, but this flattened whisk with the silicone coating on the tines is very handy for not ruining your good pans. Okay, so the first thing you do with most gravies, you need some, I don't have to have this, but you want some sort of a meat product to bring some flavor in. We have a little fire, big fire, about medium flame. Bring in some sausage in this case. I'm going to get a little bit of grease, oil, flavorful, flavonoids, all these things out of the sausage. Okay, we're well into sizzle time here. Actually, that's like hammer time, only slower and with smaller pans. So as you can see, things are starting to get a little crispy goodness. All right, so we're getting a little Mexican jumping sausage going, which tells you that we're ready to add in just a tiny little pinch of butter. Get rid of some of the water. Now, so we don't just blow things up here, I'm going to turn the heat down to medium. So that sausagey goodness up into the butter. Now we're going to add our quarter cup of flour and stir like crazy. This is where this flat covered stir thingy here works great. So aside from the sausage chunks, the flour and butter, flour plus a fat, this is a roux. And you'll roux the day you learn to, sorry, I couldn't help it. It's a French word. It's a, just think about it like it's from Louisiana. It'll make you feel better. So this is, you'll notice here that there's a slight change in color from very buttery color to now it's just slightly starting to look toasty. The more toasty, it's starting to smell a little bit like bread, maybe toast. The toastier it gets, the stronger the flavor will be from the gravy, and the little bit less thick it will be. I'm just about happy with this one. I'm going to start bringing in the milk and cream. So as things settle down here, this starts getting thicker and thicker. Sorry about the noise there. So you'll notice this is quite thick. So if it's too thick, then you can thin it down with a stock of some sort. Because of the magic of Hollywood, we have some stock here right in our cup, just handily located. And I'm going to stir this in. And gets lumpy on you, you just gotta stir. And if your arm feels like it's gonna fall off, that's because you don't cook enough. So you gotta keep stirring. And you can cheat and run this in a blender or run it with a stick blender, but as you can see, we were patient for just a little bit, kept stirring, worked through the pain, and here we go. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of craziness. We're going to need a new sturdy thingy now. As if by magic. There we go. A little salt and pepper. And I'd say we're done. Well, now our gravy's all done. We're going to give it a little quick test here. Well, I'm going to give it a test. You just have to watch. So let's see here how we're doing. Alright, it's very creamy. A little pepper, probably use a little more salt, but easily adjustable as you go. More details are available from our book, Man Meets Stove. Hope you find it, buy 6 copies, give it to your friends, and you enjoy it. You can find it on our blog at manmeetstove.com. This is Thomas Jacques for Man Meets Stove. Thank you. Oh, it smells really good. I'm sorry you're missing out on that. If this were a non-stick or cast iron, you'd see a lot more little brown crystallizations forming on the pan, but
There you go.